Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Ready up!
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A carry here for Tracy, and he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A gain of 6. And the Giants.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On 2nd down, Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. And the Giants.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
What is up?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Soldier Field after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On the give, it is Monunga. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
What is it hard? Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
What is it on?
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and And it is fourth down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
What is that?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Volunteer! Volunteer!
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is up?
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
What is up?
Here's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's into the end zone. What a response. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
What is it?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Odunze. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Chicago.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
On the give, it's Swift. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Ready to run.
Here's carry number 1 for Roshan Johnson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It's 3rd and 16.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a long way to go.
What is up?
Now Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Giants 6. Santos to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.